So I'm going to talk about that big thing everybody has to do in today's time. Work. Yes, you got to do it. Everybody got to do it. If you want clothes on your back, electricity in your house, if you want a house, hell, if you want a car, hell, if you want to play a video game, it's getting to be you need money. So let's face it, in today's time, you got to work. There is no getting around it. You go to school to get a job, pretty much. That's what the whole big spiel about college has nowadays. Yeah, to find yourself, but let's be honest, everybody's working to get a career, get a job, stuff like that. So, work just has to be done. I'm sorry if you're young listening, enjoy your time in school, because that's the best time. Because once you get out into this workforce, it ain't no big picnic. It ain't too fun. Like, I'm gonna be honest, 99%, I can't go that high. 95% of people that work in today's time don't like what they do. They don't enjoy their job. And that's the people I'm talking to right now. If you're one of them 5% that enjoys your job, I'm be honest, me and you can't be that cool. Because I don't like my job. I get up, I go to work, I don't like it, I wait till that clock tick down, and I'm gone. Pew! You won't even see me no more. Soon as that clock hits, soon as it hits, I don't even give a damn if it's like 2 minutes after. I won't be there no more. Because I am gone. Because I don't like my job. I'm not in love with my job. No, I'm out. I'm gone. Audi 5000 is whatever it's called. I'm gone. But I'm just throwing this out there to just remind some people out there. Because I know a lot of people struggle with whether or not to stay at their job. People, remember, it's a job. You're doing something to get money to get what you want. That is the bottom line. It is a job. It is not your family. Yeah, you got work family, people you cool with, but I mean, it ain't like your mom, your dad, stuff like that. No, this is people you work with, your work family, stuff like that. So, that is just the bottom line on that front. That's the thing about that right there with the work as far as getting people to like you and all that. Bump that, you just there to get money. Okay, that's first thing. Second thing is, I hate to break it to you, you ain't a baby no more. That crap is stopped, so you can't exactly get what you want no more, okay? Don't get me wrong, there's a time when you know it's just time to go, time to quit, be out. Yes, that happens with everybody, because I'm going to be honest, the first job you ever get is not going to be the job you have when you're 50. And if it is, then you're really, really rare and lucky, because I don't have it. People jump from job to job to job to job. Shoot, at my job, they got a new job popping up every day. Looks like every damn hour. So it goes like that. You can switch jobs all the time. That's fine. That's not a bad thing. But the thing is, when you switch a job or go and start a new job, remember, what you're doing your job for and who's relying on you plays a big impact if you can just up and leave. Because don't get me wrong, I'm sure every day there's a lot of people. You wake up every day, you be like, I'm out this this place. But then you got to stop thinking. If you got kids, you got to put food on the table. So that's one. If you got a house, you got to pay that mortgage and electricity and water. And let's be honest, 9 out of 10, a lot of people have something else they got to do in there as far as food. As far as, I don't know, something small like cable, TV. Let's say you don't even have that. I know you and me personally, I like having internet, so you got to pay for that. So all of that costs money. So that is entail another part of your job that you got to remember when you're going to be deciding to up and quit. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to quit. I'm saying there's a lot of things that are on that. And the third thing about work and the whole, why it's called work and wants don't really balance out into each other. When you want to quit may not be the opportune time to be quitting. It may not be. Don't get me wrong. You can. Everything can be done. It just don't mean it's the opportune thing, you know? Because let's face it, in today's time, working is like your heartbeat in life. You work to keep on living. That's how you live in today's time. You gotta work. Shoot, I put it like this. That's why 95% of the time when people out look for mates, boyfriend, girlfriend, stuff like that, as soon as you get out of school, it's about if you're going to college still, more schooling, or if you work. Nobody wants to hook up with a bum. It even goes the same for guys and for women now. You may find a girl, be like, oh, she nice, she fine, I ain't got a job. Well, good luck with stuff. I'm going to go find somebody else. No, it ain't like that no more. We do not have the luxury to just sit around, do nothing, and get paid. Christian Grey. I don't like his ass. See, because you never actually see him do work. I'm sorry. I know I'm trying to be good about cussing, but him. That's all I got to say. I do not like him. You don't ever actually see him doing anything. I don't like him. We don't live in that time, okay? We actually have to get out there, grind the paper, punch the clock, get some work in to get what we want, okay? And granted, 90% of the time, it ain't enough money to get everything we want, so you got to learn how to balance it and all crap like that. But that's a whole nother shabeel. But like I was saying, though, when you know when it's time to quit, you know when it's time to quit. But as far as right and wrong decisions of when to quit, it's not a bad thing to quit, but don't quit and then just sit there, look at the clock, and be like, now what? No, you got to have plans in this world. You got to have something set up after you quit. You got to have something else to go from here to there. That's why they call them job transfers, not leaving the workforce altogether. Hate to say it, in today's time with society getting more and more expensive every other day, it's just going to be you going to work till you're dead almost, depending on what you want. Now, thankfully, there are retirements. Thank you. Yeah, let's clap on that. Thank you. There are retirements. But they are not made so you can just still go out here and do nothing. You're very, very fortunate if that's the case. I know a lot of people retired. They still work, bring in some extra income. Now, it ain't got to be like the full hardcore grind like you were used to. Now, it ain't got to be that no more. But it's still part-time stuff to bring in this money, that money. Because a fixed income is just that. Fix. I mean, just long enough to keep your ass alive till you die. And then when you're gone, to just write it off on the paper, sell all your crap or do something with it, and keep on moving. That is the sad reality of today. I'm sorry. I hope you're not a little kid listening right now with bright hopes for the future. Don't get me wrong. Life can be fun. It can be. But as you get older, more work needs to be put in. And as you get older with that and the work, sometimes a lot of hard choices are going to have to be made, and you're going to have to think about a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, that's just the reality of it. I can't control that. I cannot create this world how you want it to be. No one can. And I hate to break it to you, you're going to have sometimes are going to be rough. I hope not for you, listener. I really hope you ain't got to never go through some hard times. But I'm sorry, life is going to happen. So the plan you got with your money, let's say you make, you make $2,000 a month. You're like, all right, I'm going to do this and this and this. If I do this, well, I got this saved and this here. Guess what? Happens. I'm sorry, happens. Cars break down. You get injured, unfortunately. Kids need medicine. Kids need this. Kids need that. Your spouse needs this. So I hate to break it to you, but your little plan you have worked out and all that I hope it works in your direction, but 90% of the time, it doesn't, and then we have to figure out ways to work with what we got. So that all comes into play when you were talking about quitting your job. It's a big decision. It needs to be taken on very thoughtfully. You got to sit down and think about it. On the plus side is, I hate to break it to you. You are not 6 no more. I hate when people sit there and say, I don't want to. I don't give a f***. You got you got to do. You got responsibilities, especially if you have a child. I can't stand dead ass beat fathers who don't do everything for that. That's why I'm giving shout out to everybody I know. I'm not naming no name, but you know you are. I applaud y'all. Let's get a clap on for them real fathers out there struggling, doing what they got to do, putting the grind in, not spending money on themselves, but spending money for the household and the kids first. Y'all the MVPs. Yeah. I'm sorry. I applaud them real dads. I'm applaud my damn self. I know I got the audience clapping with me, but I'm applaud them real dads out there because y'all the real MVP. Moms too. Let me not be sexist here. Moms too. I really applaud them single mothers getting out there doing their grind, doing what they got to do for their kids. Yes, let's applaud them. Let's applaud them because you are taking the time. You are doing the sacrifice. You are doing what needs to be done. You ain't putting you in front of everything else. No, you are putting your kid in front of yourself. You are putting your house in front of yourself. You are putting your happiness on the back burner for your family. That is a blessing right there. I'm sorry. I'm giving a shout out to them real moms and dads out there doing it. Because that is a blessing in the word. I can't think of anything better to say than that. It's what it is. A blessing. A blessing. So that's the whole thing with this whole work. I want all that. That's why you see on the thing right here, there's a little slash between them two words. It's got a little tiny piece right there. Look right there. It's got a little bit right there in the middle. You can see it's very small. Yes, sometimes wants and works can intertwine, but it's very, 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 very rare. Very rare. I'm sorry, it is a very, very rare thing that they can intertwine like that. So, what do you have to do as a worker and you try and do everything right? The best advice I can give you, well, one, you got to communicate. That's the biggest thing. Don't hold it in. Don't bottle it up. If bothers you, hey, I'm going to be honest, put it on the table. As soon as it hits the fan, all right, we need to talk about this. Nah, damn that. This motherfucker went up there and took my, okay, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, you got to put it out there on the table so your heads, your supervisors can know. And if you're working for yourself, then you got to talk to yourself and figure out what you need to do. If you're self-employed, figure out what works for you. That's what you got to do on that. Second thing, and so many people I've learned, I tell people this and they think I'm like a hippie or something. How you think about something really plays a lot in how you view it and how it goes. I'll put it like this. I'll give you a good example. Say you were on your job and you were feeling great when, okay, I ain't going to say great. I don't know nobody that comes in walking great. But let's say you were feeling not bad, but you're just like, okay, another day, I'm going to get through it, I'm going to get going, and we're going to be cool. All right? And say stuff goes wrong along the way. You're like, all right, well, I got to deal with this, deal with this, deal with this, and then you go from there. That's a pretty normal day in work. That's how you keep it normal. But if you already going up in there with a ticked off attitude because you don't want to be there, the first thing that goes wrong is going to feel like the end of the world. You're going to be like, man, this some bullshit. Because you got your mind already set that it's going to be bad. You letting yourself sit in that anger form with that chip on your shoulder. You ain't never going to rise up with that chip on your shoulder. I'm sorry. When you got that big ass chip sitting there, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to just stay there. And that's exactly what you're going to do with your work if you walk in with a chip on your shoulder. I hate to break it to you. From my experience, the best thing I've learned, them days you want to be there, if you ever really want to be there, enjoy that, because most people don't. But the days you got to be there, I should say, not want, but got to be there, find like something small, if you can, to enjoy. And if you can't find nothing, there's always a countdown. Shoot. Whether you be sitting there watching that clock, every 5 minutes is going to feel good. Yeah, now I don't give, if you work 10 hours, 12 hours, even 14, the first few hours are going to seem long as hell. I'm sorry, they are. That's just how it goes. I can't control that. No one can control that. That's just how it goes. But have you ever gotten, anybody working, you know what I'm talking about. When you get down to them last 2, them last 1 hour, shoot, them last 30 minutes, oh, that is a great, great, great feeling. And you know what's even better? I'll give you even one better than that. When you're not there. That is the best feeling. That's why you have got to learn how to separate your job and your personal life. Don't bring work home. Now, I know that's not easy. A lot of jobs, it requires you to bring work home. A lot of jobs sits with you emotionally. I understand that. Yes, I'm fully aware of that. But you have got to try and learn some kind of way to separate them some kind of way. I ain't say it's got to be 100% separate. No, because let's face it, we're all going to think about work at some point. We're all going to dream about work. We're all going to have memories of work. We're going to talk about work. Because let's face it, in our lives, if you ain't got kids, that is the biggest part of your life. And don't give me that bull crap. Well, if you got a boyfriend, yeah, okay, yeah, that I'll give that 3 months. Then after that, he'll be just another part of your life. Same with if you got a woman out there. And fellas, you know that's true. I'm a guy, I can speak for that personally, yeah. In the beginning, and I'm just talking on the average sense. Like me, I'm different, but I'm not talking me, I'm different. I'm just talking about the average person. After a certain period of time, relationships just blend in with your work. Shoot, the same if you in school. If you in schooling, hey, nah, damn that. Schooling is your job. That's what we just gonna call that what it is right there. That's the real deal. Schooling is your work. And then you notice that's what you'll talk about. That's what you'll set up for. That's where you're meeting people. So schooling is your work. And let's say you get a girlfriend during that. I don't know anybody that's never had to try and work around school and their relationship. That's the first thing. And secondly, I don't know anybody that's never, after about, let's say 4 months or so, 4 months and you in school, that you still keep focusing all on that one person, like that's all you talk about. No. No, that just doesn't happen. At some point, okay, yeah, maybe you talk about them a lot, but you're still thinking about school, your homework. You're hoping it's closed. 9 out of 10, everybody hope it's closed. But if you got a job like me that never closes, well, then you just got to kind of be like, okay, well, I can't look for that, so I'll just enjoy my days off, stuff like that. Still talk about it, though, because work is a big, big, big part of your life. It is. It is. I hate to break it to you. It is a big part of your life. That's why it's good to have hobbies. Why it's good to be in relationships. If you find that special person, I'm sorry, if you married or got a girlfriend, well, I'm not going to say girlfriend too much because they flip and flop so much, boyfriends and girlfriends. But if you married, that's a true blessing, and you should really appreciate that right from the jump, and you should always appreciate that. I'm not even going to get started on my rant about that. I'm going to stick strictly with the work scenario here, talking about work. But if you got someone you married to, that's a blessing. So you got your hobbies, you got your wife, husband, and if you got kids, oh Lord, you got 3 things there that you can focus on besides a work. Now I know it's not easy. I get that. I really do. I really do get that it's not easy to do. But try it today. Try it for try it for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, don't think about work. Focus on the life around you. Don't think about work. Don't look at work. Don't get associated with work. As soon as you walk through that front door, see your wife, husband, kid, I don't give a damn if you got a dog. You see that dog, whatever. Focus on that. Please. I'm telling you, it is such a better feeling. Look, I'm be honest. I know this from experience because I used to be like some people I know. And I'm talking a lot of people I know like this. They focus all on work. When they're not at work, they complain about work. They focus about not having too much money. Let all that crap go. Please. Please let that go. You are letting work take the time that you're supposed to be at home relaxing, enjoying, rejuvenating from work. Now, I understand if you CEOs got your own company, stuff like that. Yes, it's hard not to bring work home, not to think about it. Yes, I understand that a lot. All I'm saying is you got to try and figure out some kind of medium between the two so they don't overlap. Because when you overlap, guess what? You work all the time then. You'll never find enjoyment. You will always be thinking about work. You will always be wondering what's going on with it. And again, I'm talking to the people who don't like their job. You 5%, I ain't talking to y'all. The ones that like it, no, I ain't talking to you. Bump that. I'm not talking to y'all. Sorry. Y'all ain't the ones I'm talking to. I'm talking about the people out there, going out, struggling, doing what they got to do every day to get where they want to be, to level up in this world some kind of way, to get the house they want, to get the cars they want, to provide for their kids, to provide for their family. That's who I'm talking to. Those are the people I'm talking to right now. Those hard-working people. I'm talking to y'all. And I'm saying, sometimes I know. You ain't even got to tell me. I know. It is a struggle waking up on that Monday morning, that Tuesday morning. By Friday, it's still a struggle. I fully understand. Yes, I do. I understand. Every other day, you just want to quit, get out that mother. I know you do. And I'm not saying you can't. Yes, you know your life. You know your debt ratio. You know what you need to do. I'm not saying you can't. Heck, if you can go ahead and get out right now, I implore you, do it. But a lot of people in today's society don't have it like that. So all I'm saying out there to you, the working person, listening right now, thinking about your job, because don't bullcrap me. I know you is. I've been talking about work this entire podcast. And I know you had to think of your job at one point. And I know you're like, I don't want to go to work, all that. I know that. But what I'm saying is, there's a time and place for everything. I know that's cliche, but it's the truth. And trust me, if you really are hardcore set, you are ready to quit, then there are certain steps you need to take to quit, to get out of there. And then basically it's not even like complicated steps. Just find another job. So put in your application, your resume, all that. Wait to hear from a call. Go to the interview. Then get another job. Then guess what? You're out there. You are gone. You can get out. Yeah. Great feeling. I know. I know it'll be a great feeling when you get out, get a new start, all that. But unfortunately, you gotta follow the steps to get there. There's a lot of stuff in life people skip over, like a lot of stuff. But some things, like getting a new job, for example, is part of that. You just have to follow the steps. Yes, I'm sorry it will not be on your timeline. You got to stay there longer than you want to. You don't want to have to deal with it no more. I'm sorry, but guess what? I can't explain it any other way. It just has to be done. It just has to be done. You got to learn to crawl before you walk before you run, and learn to run before we can fly. And I'll put it like this. If I see some dude flying outside this house right now, I'm taking a photo, and I'm going to go get my BB gun, shoot him in the leg so he falls to the ground, so he tell me how he did it, so I can figure out how to benefit from that and make some. You know how much money I can make if I could fly? Shoot. Why you think Iron Man's so rich? It ain't just because he got a pretty suit. Shoot. If it was just a brother walking in a metal suit, he'd just get run over. But now, like I was saying, though, you got to do all those things before you can get where you want to be. And I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, a job isn't any different. You want out? Fine. But you're going to have to go through the steps and line up the plan correctly. Okay, I put it like this. It's kind of like breathing. We can hold our breath. Yeah, we can hold it. But at a certain point, our bodies need that oxygen, so we're just going to open up and start breathing. Well, your job is kind of like breathing. So, yeah, you can get out. Go ahead. Quit. If you don't like your job, quit today. But when them bill collectors start calling, you lose your house, you lose your car, your baby's sitting there, ain't got no diapers or food, and I swear to goodness, oh, Lord, I was about to cut somebody out. If you do this and you have a kid and you didn't think of your kid first, don't come to my channel no more. I'm sorry. Don't come to my channel no more. I don't like you from right now. I'm sorry. But to the rest of y'all doing what you need to do, but putting your kid and everything first like that and doing what you need to do, I'm talking to y'all, it just has to be done like that. It can't be to your time frame. I'm sorry. But trust me, the steps will line up and you will get there at some point. Yes, I'm sorry. You're going to have to just stick it out a little bit longer. Hold on a little bit longer. Depending on how long you've been there, at this point, I know it's bad, but it should just be like a breeze in the park. If you've been there 15 years, what, now something that already just ticked you off, you're going to give up 15 years? All that time you're going to waste just because of this one little thing. I digress, though. I don't want to get started on another whole rant about anything. I'm trying to wrap this up. I know I done went really long on this one. I was thinking it was going to be like 10 minutes. I'm damn near up to 30 right now. So that's why I'm trying to wrap it up. I'm just saying, I'm sorry the world is like it is, where we have to work. And I'm sorry you don't like your job, but you got to try and find a perk in it somewhere. But I'm not even going to get started on that because people don't understand what I say when I say that. So I'm not even going to get started on that. I'm going to just stick to what I was saying, and that is you just have to, how to put it in the best, summed up, nice with a bow on it. You just got to do what you got to do. I'm sorry. I know that's not the greatest ending. I done yelled so much, my voice is going a little bit. But that's the truth. That's just the honest truth. You just have to stick it out sometimes. That I can't say nothing else than that. Just stick it out and do the necessary steps to get where you want to be. And if you want to be out, be out. But do what you got to do. So when it comes in 2 months, you ain't getting kicked out your house. You ain't losing your car. You still got the lights turned on. I'm sorry, but sometimes when it comes to work and what you want, that's why you see this little ass, look at that little teeny slot. That's how much you get to choose what you want in work. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't control that. That's just society. And that's just how it goes. That's just the honest truth right there. That is how much you get to choose what you want sometimes in work and do what you want when it comes to work. That's just how it is. So, I'm sorry.
Just hold out a little bit longer. Keep setting up the steps you need to take to get up out of there. And just think that every day, if you're lucky enough to get to go home at the end of the day, look forward to that. If you don't, well, think at some point you will be off. You will be sleeping. There's always at least 5 seconds where you can look at something and say, all right, this ain't so bad. Find those 5 seconds. Find those 5 seconds. I need to give me a drink of water or something. Damn, I done woke myself up here. But that's all I'm saying when it comes to work, what you want, all of that jazz. If you go to my game commentary, that title's a little bit better. It's called The Reality of Work. I just call this one what do they call it? I can't even see it. I want/work. That's why I did that, because that's the biggest thing I see so many people have a problem with when it comes to their job and what they want. And I'm sorry, listen to this all again. I'll tell you how I feel on that. And it's just not going to go like you want. I'm sorry. I wish it would, but my name is X. I'm sorry. I don't control that kind of crap. I mean, you need to thank God every day. I'm not going to get into that. I thank him every day for everything I have because I appreciate what I have. And that's one of the things people need to start doing more. But I'm not going to get started on that, man, either. I'm sticking strict to work here. And when it comes down to the bottom line with work, sometimes you're just going to have to do what you don't want to do. That is the bottom line. You're just going to have to do it sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the real deal. You're just going to have to. You're just going to have to.